Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for March. I hope you're well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Capricorn out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating Capricorn, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Capricorn? All right, Capricorn, you are starting out with the Devil in reverse. You have the Lovers, and coming out together, you have the Five of Cups along with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. All right, so Capricorn, I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself recently. If you have any kind of toxic energy, I do feel like you have been working on yourself. You've been coming out of toxicity. It's really good energy here, but it may have kind of put you a little bit in a lower energy for the time being. With the Lovers, you may feel that there is somebody that you are powerfully drawn to, but you don't want to engage in any kind of toxic energy with this person. Some of you may have a choice between this or a person in your energy and someone else. You may have a choice between two. Now, the Five of Cups tells me that, you know, sometimes you feel that the journey to love is elusive. You could be pursuing more along the lines of finances and stuff. There's something to do with, you know, things from the past, spilt energy here that was very costly to you and may have even made you angry or made you feel a bit sad perhaps. And I do feel like for some of you, you kind of pulled away from the emotions, and this could be the toxicity that you're working on because you felt like, well, maybe it's just better for me to work on my finances, work on, you know, things that are tangible instead of something as elusive as love. However, with the Knight of Swords here in the reverse, I feel like you kind of lied to yourself a little bit about that, or you feel like somebody has lied to you about the nature of love. So let me see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy, please. Oh, yeah, you dealt with somebody that had some kind of Seven of Swords energy. Seven of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, this person could have been a bit deceptive, and that might be what made you kind of pull back. You may have felt this person wasn't being truthful. They may have been lying to you, and I can see that if that's the case, it bothered you a great deal. And I do feel like you don't want anything to do with somebody who's really toxic. Now, I will tell you that whoever is in your energy, this person feels like they've been found out. They feel like whatever this deception is, it was a decision that they made. And I feel like that deception has been discovered. They feel like they've been seen by somebody. I will also tell you that there is somebody in this person's background that is watching them and has seen what it is that they've done. With the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, they're kind of stuck. There's this stuck energy. They're unable to quite move forward. It could be in relation to this person that is in the background. And so they're having to kind of slow their roll. They're having to wait. And that's causing concern for you. That's causing you to feel as if maybe love is just not in the cards for you. But I assure you it is. So let me see. Show me the energy between Capricorn and this person. The Star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. The Star card is all about healing, though. It's bringing in balance. It's grounding oneself both within the tangible earth as well as the emotional with water. So I do see you wanting healing. I see you balancing things out. And this person wants to heal this connection as well. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Yeah, the Three of  Yeah, heartbreak. There's been heartbreak here. possibly third-party energy. So you both have been very hurt, but you both are healing as well. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Capricorn. Show me the outcome. The Empress. Yeah, that would be a hard lesson learned. The Empress indicates that you know your value, you know your self-worth, and it's more of an energy instead of you tracking after somebody, trying to get someone's attention. You've kind of gone silent. You're basically saying, I'm not going to chase anybody. I know who I am. I know that I deserve everything. And I do feel that you are attracting, you're not chasing, and that's good energy. Yeah, that's good energy, but it took a lot of pain to get you there. It took a lot of healing to get you there. And you could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus as well. This person, they basically have you on a pedestal. They do. They think that you are the it girl or it guy. And they're waiting to come towards you to heal this, but I feel like they're stuck. Something is keeping them stuck, and they're unable to do that for some reason. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. This is underlying energy. You might be dealing with a Virgo, but as an underlying energy, this is silence. This is contemplating, thinking, looking for answers. I definitely see that in your energy, a little bit less so in this other person's energy, but it is definitely there. There's also an indication that something to do with fall. Something may have occurred in the fall, or this person could be waiting for a fall time frame, but there's something to do with fall time frame. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Devil in reverse? Show me the Devil in reverse for Capricorn. All right, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, and we have Temperance in reverse. Yeah, so you're not taking action towards this person. The toxic energy between you and them, whatever was causing such a painful heartbreak here for you, it really did unsettle you. It caused you like an emotional roller coaster. There was a lot of toxic energy here, and you're not taking any action towards them because you don't want to deal with toxic energy. Now, are you drawn towards them? You are. And you do feel possibly that this person is a soulmate as well. But what you don't want to deal with is the emotional roller coaster that this person puts you on. And I feel like, at one point you were strongly attracted to them. And that's kind of, you've pulled back a little bit from that at this point. Let me see why the Lovers is here. And it's healing that caused you to kind of pull back from that. You had to heal in order to ground yourself emotionally. All right, yeah, there's the Star card in reverse. Knight of Cups reversed. And the Hangman. So you do still have feelings for this person. You definitely do. However, you are realizing that this is not balanced. There's not an equal balanced give and take. And I see it all over in your energy. In your healing, you've found balance within yourself. So your feelings and emotions are pulled back. And if this person approaches you, you may even turn them down because you're waiting. There's a waiting energy. You may be waiting for this person to come towards you because I do see that there's a lack of communication right now. So you may be waiting for this person to come towards you. I definitely feel like you're not approaching them. Even though you do have feelings for them, you're not going to approach them. There's a need here for you to look at this from a different perspective, though. All right, so let me see the bottom energy for Capricorn. Show me the bottom energy for Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups reversed, Two of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Swords reversed. All right. So I see the ending here. This is what was so painful. Yeah, this was extremely painful. You're not currently communicating with this person. This situation puts you in a lot of sadness, to the point, Capricorn, where you may have even said, you know what, I don't think love is in the cards for me. And I have to tell you, that's absolutely not true. If this person does come back towards you, I do feel that some of you are open to that, but others of you, and maybe even hoping for that, although you may not be admitting that. Others of you, it's almost like you feel like this person is eventually going to come back towards you, because I see you waiting for that, waiting, you know, holding back feelings, holding back emotions, not wanting to be on the emotional roller coaster, because you're realizing that the two of you are not seeing eye to eye here. And this has caused so much sadness in your life that you are considering just breaking free from this entirely. There's a change that's occurring within you, and it's been prompted by the pain, by the anxiety, and you're freeing yourself from that. You're freeing yourself from all this pain, depression even, anxiety. You feel like this person took far more than they gave. So even if they do come back towards you, you're like, no, I'm done here. Even if they come back towards me, they're not going to come back in truth. So let's see their energy. And I feel like you've thought about this a lot during the silence, during the break away from this person. So you've learned your value, you've learned your self-worth, you're freeing yourself from all this negative emotion surrounding this, but it's been very hard to get there. So let me look at their energy. Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords reversed for the person in Capricorn's energy? Yeah, they don't like their energy being seen. They're hiding things, and whatever they were hiding got revealed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. And the Ten of Cups reversed. They're not happy about, you know, something deceptive here being revealed. It may have cost them another relationship. This person may have been involved in another relationship, married perhaps, or, you know, but I definitely feel it's caused some loss. Whatever got revealed, there was deception involved. Somebody caught them doing something, revealed it, and they're really unhappy about it. They're really unhappy because they feel like it cost them. I feel like they were trying to put you maybe in third-party energy for some of you. So they feel like they've lost everything and they're not happy. And instead of, it doesn't look like they're really taking responsibility. It's like they're saying, yeah, it's the person who told on me. It's the person who revealed it. It's their fault. They cost me everything. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? It's negative karma. This person's receiving negative karma for the heartbreak that they caused you, Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. We have Justice. Yeah, Justice is coming in. This person could be embroiled in a legal battle. If they were married, they could be embroiled in a legal battle. But there's a stuck energy centering around karma, balancing out the karma. And the karma is attached to the pain that was caused. And for a lot of you, third-party energy here. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you in order to get things moving again, to have a refresh on this connection. And it's like you kind of know that they're going to show up again at some point. You could be dealing with a Libra, another Capricorn. Aquarius energy is here. Very strong Libra energy. Maybe a Taurus or a Virgo. Strong Virgo. Why is the Three of Wands here? Why is the Three of Wands here for the person in Capricorn's energy? Why is the Three of Wands? See, what they want to do is to reach out to you and have a refresh on this, to, you know, bring things back into balance. All right, so yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So this person had options. Now they're waiting. They're waiting, but they're in a state of confusion. They want to reach out to you. They do have feelings for you. However, they're very immature in how they express themselves emotionally. So I feel like this person, some of them may reach out to you with an apology. They're waiting, though. They're waiting to either hear from you, but more likely waiting to reach out to you, because I definitely see they want to communicate. But I feel like you've gone into non-communication with this person because of the emotional roller coaster. Let's look at the energy between Capricorn and this person. Why is the Star card here? I feel like you had so many hopes for this connection, and it just went toxic, you know? King of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they do love you, but this person is extremely unhappy, and I do feel like they're more focused on being caught. They got caught by somebody. Somebody spied them doing something they shouldn't have been doing, and they're very upset about that. And I feel like when that happened, even though this person loves you, I feel like you felt rejected by them, abandoned, a deep sense of loss here. Yeah, and you just don't want to deal with the toxicity. You've already gone through the pain, so you don't want to get back on that emotional roller coaster. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is the Three of Swords here? Excuse me, guys. Because the pain is what is really affecting this relationship. And possible third-party energy. Four of Cups reversed. And the Knight of Wands, yeah. You waited and waited for this person to acknowledge the love that you were giving. You were so hopeful, and instead of your hopes being realized, Star card went into reverse. Just an emotional roller coaster. So you were giving and giving to this person, and they were either focused on third-party energy or focused on something from the past. They were in and out of your life. It's like they come rushing in and want to talk, want to balance things out, and then they rush out just as quickly. I do feel this person has love for you. They do have feelings for you. That's true. But I also feel like they're very inconsistent. And they're inconsistent because they're focused on someone or something else. They may live at a distance from you. Regardless, this has been very painful for you. And quite unexpectedly to them, it was painful for them as well. They weren't expecting that. But this person does have feelings for you. They still do. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. All right, we have the Six of Wands reversed, the Magician, and the Nine of Wands reversed. So this person in your energy, they will likely reach out to you. I feel like it's going to be at a moment of impulsivity. They're going to reach out to you. They want to reestablish contact, reestablish communication back and forth, hoping that it will change things between the two of you. There is a bit of confusion that is in their energy. And I do feel like this, for some of you, unfortunately, this person has already lined up somebody new. There could be someone else new in their energy. But I do feel like they are definitely going to reach out to you. However, you've learned your value. You've learned your worth here. And what you're doing is you're sitting back, Capricorn, and you are manifesting. You don't want to be on that roller coaster ever again. You don't ever want to feel like in a love relationship that everything that you've done is for naught, that, you know, that this person isn't recognizing the love that you're giving because they're focused on a third party or they're focused on their past. So I do feel like you're busy manifesting everything that you can dream of, and you're going to get that with the Empress here. Will this connection work out? The cards are saying it's not. The cards are saying that you're not going to be dealing with somebody who doesn't recognize you and everything that you bring to the table. You're not dealing with toxic energy anymore. So I do feel like you've slipped into that Empress energy. I love that for you. And I do feel like you're going to continue manifesting without having to worry about this connection. The person in this connection, I feel like they're going to reach out. They have you up on a pedestal. Don't think for one second, Capricorn, that they don't realize that they lost a really great person here. I do feel that they know that you don't trust them, and they feel like it's your lack of trust that's making this unsuccessful. They're just not taking accountability for their actions is what it amounts to. Oh, wow. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So that's strong, strong energy. What caused you to pull back and rethink this whole situation was the deception. There was deception that was here. It was discovered. You pulled back, went into non-communication, you know, and I feel like at the end of the day, you learned some very difficult things about this person, about yourself, but you grew into this Empress energy. Will this connection likely make it? I don't think so, but you know, you need to do what works for you and never give up your power to a tarot reader, a psychic, a family member, a friend. You know, you have to make your own decisions, but I do feel like you're going to manifest the life that you want here. All right, I'm going to pull a oracle card. You have number 36, and this is called commitment. Interesting. All right, well, let's see what that's about. Give me just a second. It says, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self, the Empress, will engage the highest self in another. All right? So, you know, commit to yourself first, love yourself first, and then let everything else fall into line, because I do feel like that key to everything that you're trying to manifest here is within you. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Capricorn. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Capricorn, know that you are loved, and namaste.